global platform now that Caitlin will have coming into the professional ranks. So it's really a great time to be in basketball.
Caitlin Clark is clearly a catalyst for a business that was, and let's be honest, Caitlin to some degree financially saved the WNBA. It was hemorrhaging money for years.
Build, you have to scale, and ultimately expansion had always been on my list, but we didn't want to rush into it because we wanted new owners, like new ownership groups. Anyone who knows sports here knows like it's a slog to be a sports owner.
What would you do to prevent your most important asset from leaving for a rival? The WNBA recently revealed the answer to that question a few hours ago when Caitlin Clark, a name now known as basketball excellence, made headlines all across the world.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hey, what's up, Caitlin?
Yo, what's up, Caitlin?
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Renowned for her fierce competition and amazing shooting range. After being selected by the Indiana Fever, Clark was expected to lead the WNBA to new heights.
Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
But according to recent rumors, Clark might decide to forego the WNBA and take advantage of the lucrative contracts offered in Europe. In response, the WNBA is prepared to make an unprecedented offer, an ownership stake in the Indiana Fever, to guarantee Caitlin Clark stays in the U.S. Clark's entry into the WNBA was expected to be a game changer.
Looked up how much the tickets are going for. I kind of cut that price in half.
Sites like SeatGeek are charging hundreds and thousands for a seat at Barber Hawkeye. She says the attention for the sport has grown a lot in the 15 years she's been a super fan.
The WNBA saw Clark as their golden ticket following an incredible collegiate career in which she broke records and drew millions of fans. She was the most anticipated rookie in recent WNBA history due to her ability to draw large audiences, which increased TV ratings and attendance to previously unheard of levels. The Indiana Fever, who had previously struggled with attendance and performance, witnessed a notable increase in their numbers after selecting Clark.
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Many people think she has the ability to completely change the franchise on her own, and her talent for drawing followers wasn't merely a hunch while she was in college. Years during her debut season with the Indiana Fever, Clark's games were among the most watched in women's basketball history. Her games became must-watch events, helping the WNBA have one of its finest seasons ever in terms of TV numbers. Caitlin Clark was more than just a player. She represented the league's promising future.
Caitlin Clark is clearly a catalyst for a business that was, and let's be honest, Caitlin to some degree financially saved the WNBA. It was hemorrhaging money for years.
While Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut was exciting, European teams were also pursuing her with alluring offers. Europe is known for attracting top WNBA talent, and players like Breanna Stewart and Diana Taurasi have openly discussed how playing in Europe offered them higher salaries and a more competitive environment. Stability of finances.
Like there's that 4-year period where you need to grow as a person, but then the NIL comes into play.
In a fresh start, Caitlin Clark's move from the US to Europe is generating a lot of noise. After her stellar first season, which included deep three-pointers and record-breaking assists, the basketball world is wondering what drove her to make the audacious decision to accept a lifetime contract with a European club. Although Caitlin became a WNBA star very fast, her career wasn't as easy as it appeared in interviews. When someone approaches you, it's their 10-second interaction with you, so you smile and try to be kind, but sometimes you just want to be normal, Clark revealed. She also talked about the difficulties she faced both on and off the court, saying that one of the hardest things about being a professional athlete was the pressure to always be on. Caitlin's rookie season was physically taxing. She had to deal with an aggressive defense and frequently felt like she was the target of opponents who were pushing the boundaries of fair play. Hard fouls and elbows were all too common, but she maintained her composure, setting records and scoring assists and points. Additionally, as a young white player in a league with a large black player population, Clark experienced subtle but uncomfortable moments from both fans and other players. These factors weighed heavily on her and contributed to her decision to look for new opportunities abroad in Europe. She saw a chance for both personal and professional growth as well as a fresh start without the constant scrutiny she faced in the US media. While some critics believe that Clark's move may have been premature, others see it as a calculated decision to prioritize her passion for the game without the distractions she faced at home. As Caitlin begins this new chapter, she leaves behind a complex legacy in the WNBA. Her talent and determination are undeniable. What do you think? You can really see the joy on Clark's face. She appears liberated, ecstatic, and totally unconcerned. The days of enduring cheap shots, dirty hits, and other such crap are behind her. No one is checking her into the stands or prodding her in the hip or eye.
No matter how the cachet of the WNBA elevates, remember, it could have been even better. You messed it up. You messed it up.
And the finest part comes next. The difference is obvious, and it's no wonder Clark is succeeding in a league that genuinely knows how to handle brilliance. There is no racial friction or plotting against the league's greatest players in Europe. Instead, the players concentrate on their game, and Clark can finally focus on what she does best: dominate on the court.
So now give me the reasons why. She's gone.
It feels like a completely different Caitlin Clark, and she's obviously enjoying every moment. She's smiling, sinking threes like they're layups, and making no-look passes as if it's just another day in the park. She's playing as if she's finally free from all the nonsense, cheap shots, and unquestionably the constant negativity she faced in the WNBA.
I have honestly never seen a company fumble the bag so hard like the WNBA fumbled Caitlin Clark.
No hesitancy or fear exists, and there is no concern about getting struck in the face or having someone. It's as though she's escaped a nightmare and arrived in a place where basketball is celebrated, and the WNBA tries to take her out in Europe because they genuinely love and appreciate her talent. She's no longer avoiding elbows or putting up with obscene stares.
I think it's a good number. Threes were a little bit, I wouldn't say lower. I'll still take 63, but I want to be more so around 70 if I can. 81 mid-range is really, really good.
The WNBA, the league that believed they could just stand by and watch Caitlin Clark get poked in the eye, body checked, and treated disrespectfully day after day, is the one who is truly losing it. They are complaining about losing their star, but let's face it, they made it intolerable for her. How many times did we watch Clark take a cheap shot with the referees watching and doing nothing? What did the WNBA do about it? They did nothing.
And it sucks that so much of it was riddled with so much drama and so much negativity and so many mishaps.
The problem with Europe is that there isn't any drama like that. Nobody is attempting to take her down because she's unusual, and nobody is blindsiding her or Donnie and Carrington vying for her attention. It's all about basketball there. It's clean, pure, and a real league that respects the game, recognizes talent, and, of course, treats Clark like the superstar Caitlin Clark brought to Europe following a record-breaking WNBA season. She's not dealing with players who hate her just because she's a straight white girl succeeding in their league.
Like we talked about in our locker room after the game ended, where obviously people were pretty disappointed in the outcome.
The EuroLeague has officially announced it. It's obvious that while Caitlin Clark is about to make waves in Europe, Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA executives are probably sweating it out without Clark. They're probably going back to that familiar spot of irrelevance they were stuck in before she came along and gave people a reason to tune in. Let's be honest, the majority of people only watch because of Caitlin Clark, and once she leaves, it's difficult to see anyone sticking around for those mediocre teams.
From the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season. The commissioner told her that she could make $700,000 playing in the WNBA.
I completely understand that some of you diehard Caitlin Clark fans in America may be a little sad about her moving to Europe, but let's face it, you want her to be happy, which is why you're keeping quiet about it. Don't worry though, Clark cares about you just as much. I have a small surprise from her that will make you very happy, so stay tuned for that. For now, let's get into the real story of this EuroLeague deal, which is unfair in terms of player salaries. So the big boss of EuroLeague women has finally put an end to all the rumors. The WNBA is taking a brief hiatus, but Caitlin Clark is officially preparing to travel to Europe. This is a big step. We're talking about EuroLeague Women, which is technically the best women's basketball league in Europe, but it still doesn't receive the credit it merits. It's like this hidden gem in the basketball world that people continue to ignore.
I feel like there could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big Three. So the money is there, and if these owners are smart with it, I could definitely see more WNBA players going overseas.
For those who might not know, FIA Europe oversees EuroLeague Women, and trust me when I say that some of the most competitive basketball occurs there. This isn't just a recreational summer league. Clark is well positioned to succeed on both sides of the Atlantic since the EuroLeague spans from October to April, which is perfect for her to maintain her basketball talents throughout the year. It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is still finding it out. Checkers.
You look at his rookie salary, which was around $55 million for 4 years, and then you look at Caitlin Clark's $300 and I think it was $38,000 salary that she signed for 4 years. That is about the same amount more. It's around 162 times more that Victor made.
And here's something fascinating. Angel Reese of the EuroLeague, don't be fooled. This league is serious business and has endured for a reason. Women's basketball has been around since 1958, which is longer than most of us have been alive. It's similar to the original league for women's basketball, even receiving a rebranding in the 1990s, but for some reason it hasn't had the same level of commercial success as the WNBA. Angel Reese discloses the true cause of Caitlin Clark's relocation to Europe. Angel refutes claims that Caitlin Clark's departure was motivated by money. Angel Reese couldn't help but comment on Caitlin Clark's new European contract. Rather than ignoring it, she took action to correct the record. And fast you enjoyed, leave a like. Additionally, subscribe to see more videos today.